to me during my travels that had an embarrassing moment. I had a situation happen that I stopped and I said, I don't know how many people this has happened to, but I feel frightened and alone right now when this happened. I couldn't believe, and again, I don't know how many of you guys are going to say you're waiting for me at the destination. How many people here have ever dropped your cell phone in your own piss? Really? Daddy doesn't feel so alone. Good, okay. I felt like such an ignoramus when it happened. I couldn't believe I did it. I was in a restaurant and I go to use the bathroom. Both of the urinals were occupied. Got to use the toilet. And when I get in there, I forget that I'm using shoulder technique to hold the phone. I forget. Then mid-conversation, I'm like, "Are you serious?" The phone just toboggans right down my very powerful chest, and I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to grab it, right? No, no! And it's heading towards a very hearty piss, if I can say this. I like details. It's kind of an asparagus piss, you know, one of those? It's like a neon yellow hue. It's almost lovely. It looks like the skies of Tatooine. It's gorgeous. I had a gorgeous piss. It looked like a matte painting. My phone's heading towards it, and I almost had the phone, and then it hit my big fat cock. And when something hits, I'm no. Situation. What happened next, ladies and gentlemen, I could never repeat. If I were to try hundreds of times in a row, I could never do this again the same way. Here's what happened. Just the trajectory of the way my phone dove into the piss. The second it connected, one drop shot up into my eye. One hot, cold blob of piss jettisoned and hit me dead center on the right. I can't even get a fucking bullseye in darts, but I can put a piss blob in the middle of my eye. The second it hit my eye, here's what I said out loud. I said, "Oh, that's fucking great." Which is so not what it was. Why would I say that? Why wouldn't I say something more to the situation like piss in my eye? Not good at all. But instead, I went with self-sarcasm, which entertains nobody.
That's so true.
Prior to this moment, I'm sitting with my phone, doing something that I'm sure that you like to do from time to time. It's a time waster, okay? Certain things that you like to do, maybe you're waiting for a flight or your gyno appointment. I don't know what you're doing with your phones. But you're wasting a little time, so you do that thing where you take your contacts list, right? You just start scrolling through, right? Just start looking at names. Who can I fucking delete right now, just because? Where can I get a kilobyte of space back immediately? You just find names. Peter, fuck Peter, book delete. Right? Not even a question, not even a phone call or a sit-down dinner. Peter, I'm deleting from my life. Just delete. I'll deal with it if he calls. And here's the thing too, you'll notice you hit that delete button with intent. Watch yourself next time. Fucking boom. Whack that delete button like you're really deleting Peter from existence. Peter's sitting halfway across the globe eating some soup with another friend. You hit that button, he turns to vapor. Spoon falls, ding, 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 ding. Person sitting with him is like, Peter! Peter's gone. Peter's been eviscerated via my phone.
Via my phone.
And guys, I know that you do this thing from time to time when we'll meet a girl. This is what happens. We'll meet a girl and you're trying to get her information, but maybe the club or the bar is a little bit too loud. You can't really catch her name, so you just do that thing where you put a description. You find descriptions later. But we, no, girls, we try to get the name, but we just can't get, hey, what's your name? Your name? My name is Tree Line. Tree line, like a line of trees? No, silly, it's tree line. Yeah, like the fucking woods, but in a row. Like an army of trees. In a line. No, it's tree line. I'm not gonna put in a description. I don't know what your name is, tree line. Then you find that description months later and you're like, what is this? What does that mean? Here's what I had in my phone. This is exactly what was written in my phone. It said, hot chick, big tit. Yeah, not tits, just tit. Like she had one big cyclops tit. One big orb boob in the middle of her chest with a giant NASCAR areola right in the middle. Skeleton finger nipple just poking out. Scrolling through, it was interesting because I had a couple of situations in the phone and the contacts list that just brought different emotions out of me completely. There was one that was actually kind of emotional. I will say this, it was like almost an emotional moment that I had doing this silly game. And then the other one was an absolute must delete, gotta get this guy out of my life now. And I think more guys know the term than girls. This guy's a cock blocker, that's why I had to omit him from my life, because this guy, DEFCON 3 level cock blocker. There's different kinds of cock blocking. There's whimsical cock blockers, right? There's certainly different, but this guy, hardcore cock blocker. He would say things that were so wildly inappropriate that you could never bounce back no matter how hard you tried. Example, I'm talking to a beautiful woman about a year and a half ago. Everything's great. Nice conversation. It's going along swimmingly, right? Suddenly this guy walks up in between us and he goes, "Hey Dane, how's your AIDS?" It's game over right there with this girl. There's no way to bounce back from "how's your AIDS." The only thing that's going to benefit me, possibly help me now, is if she already has AIDS. Then I might let her give me a hand job in the parking lot if there's no cutscenes, you know what I'm saying? Let's see it. Hold on, is that a scab? Nope, chocolate cake, we're good. Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing. The other moment that I had, again, kind of emotional moment. I couldn't believe that I had this happen. If you know me pretty well, you know the greatest woman I've ever known in my entire life. My mom passed away a few years ago, and she was just an incredible force of positive energy. I would not be standing on this stage tonight if it wasn't for my mom. I would not be here tonight.